I found one of the best ways to obtain coins inside of Toilet Tower Defense. With every update, they bring a ton of new characters into the unit shop right over here. And not gonna lie, it kinda costs a lot to buy them, especially for things such as the mythicals all the way down here. Now, as you can see, I have 12,000 coins, and there is a way that I actually obtained them. And I wanted to show all of you guys, including the pro players as well as the new players, on how you can get a lot very easily. Now, for this video, I am gonna be doing all of it technically by myself, but you can invite some friends. Now, keep in mind, every friend you actually invite, it makes the match harder, so it won't be as easy. But we're gonna actually start off with the Toilet City, where you actually gain the least, but you can still make this very overpowered. Now, right here off of the base, you get 50 coins for winning without any sort of multiplier and any game pass. Now, I do have the double coins game pass. You can get it if you want to, but you don't really need it. However, it will help a lot. Same with the coin boost. And they do multiply, so it becomes a lot better. But the recommended units are starter units, which is basically if you're really new to the game. So let's go ahead, just pop in here and go ahead start the match, because it's really easy to actually beat this area. It literally takes like no effort. I think you can do it solo even without friends. Like, even if it's your first day playing, I'm sure you can do it. But you do start off with 300 cash here. Now, I obviously have really good units, so I can just place down whatever. And honestly, this one guy is probably going to be able to clear them out for a very long time. Now, for the most part, in this area, you're going to get small toilets, which have just 50 HP. And you don't increase whenever you get further into the game, so that's a good thing. Now, even if you are a very brand new player, unless the units are getting very far, you should always turn on auto skip, which is at the top of your screen. And this simply makes the game go a lot faster. Now, this is actually really useful, because if you do need cash to place down more stuff, it is going to be very useful for you and essential, because if you don't have that, then you probably won't have enough cash to upgrade your units. But I do have auto skip on at the moment, and I am pretty much clearing through these waves very easily. I am also going to tell you guys what units you should get in this video, so don't worry about all of that, because there are certain units that you want and certain ones that you don't want. Currently, the team I have is actually really good, but it could still be a lot better. So take that with a granted that it's not the best team, but it is still a very good team. You don't actually even need to spend as much as I did, but you can get a better team with a less amount of coins. Now, these guys are kind of getting through, so what I'm going to do is go ahead and upgrade these guys so that by that time the auto skip is still going, I will still have time to come back and defeat these guys. Now, you might notice that these guys have, for example, a health of 140 and 200. And you're probably saying, well, whenever they go here, they're instantly gonna destroy the city. Luckily, that is not actually the case. If they do wrap around, which I'm going to let a couple of them go around, they will do a lot less damage than you think. I'm pretty sure it's like different from unit to unit. But for example, this guy probably does like 10 damage. So I can tank all of these units right here, and sometimes you will have to lose some health if it is a little bit hard for you at the starting stages. But let me go ahead and upgrade these guys so that we have literally like nothing to worry about. But here they go. They're about to get to the end, and yeah, as you can see, they have 40 damage, so it's a little bit more than I thought. But they're not doing that much damage, and regardless of how much health they have, it doesn't matter. It's solely dependent on what character it is. So for example, the DJ toilet might do more damage. It could do like 50 or 60. But I do want to go ahead quickly finish this, since there is not much more to say about this map. If you can't defeat it solo first try to do it with a couple of people. The health on the enemies are going to be more, but the game should still be a little bit easier, as long as they don't have terrible units. I did also want to clarify that there is some units that you are going to need, such as the scientist cameraman. Now, what this unit does is every round it actually gives you money. As you can see, a scientist cameraman donated you $50 or coins. And they are actually very good. At the start of a game, I recommend trying to place down like 2 of them, since you usually have like 200 cash. So place down 2 and then place down one of your first units so that you can actually start doing damage. But right here, I can go ahead like place down 4 of them, and they are good for defense and offense. If you don't know what that means, there is some units in the game that actually stun your characters. And they are very overpowered because they can actually make you lose the game very quickly. And by placing the scientist cameraman around your characters that actually do damage, it will take the hit and therefore your characters will not get stunned. But as you can see, I am getting 50 from all of them, and you can also upgrade them to where they give you a ton more. But I usually never fully upgrade them just because like I have no reason to. But it might be a strategy that you could use depending on like what characters you have. And there we go, we won the match and I got 100. So this round goes to wave 20. Now the higher you go into the game and like the higher maps, they do go higher than wave 20. But I'm pretty sure that is the lowest one that you can go to, aka the Toilet City. You want to carry on the same strat through all of these areas, I'm gonna be honest. So go do Toilet City, Desert, and just those 2 the same. Now for Cameraman HQ and Toilet HQ, they are quite different. And they are much harder, but it is still very possible. Some units that you will need are things such as the Titan Cameraman. This is very good if you're a starter player, so definitely get it if you can. And a very, very good character is the Laser Cameraman car. This unit is very cheap as well as it is very good for you. You can also get a medic cameraman, which kind of prevents the stun from staying on your characters, but I don't really recommend it because instead you can just use the scientist cameraman and block the stun. There is actually another unit that is currently in the banner and I don't have, which is the Ninja Cameraman, as well as the camera helicopter if you do decide to go a little bit too crazy. But the Ninja Cameraman is a very overpowered character and it is so good. It is actually better than the Laser Cameraman car, I believe, and I do kind of need to get it. So let's go summon 10, and okay, we did not get it, so let's go try it again. Come on, please give it to me. I really don't want to have to buy a luck boost because that is kind of useless. Please just give me one of them, bro. Okay, we're getting a lot of camera helicopters, which is not exactly what we need. If you did also notice, the summon 10 is like 1 cheaper than the summon 1. Instead of taking 1,000 coins, it's actually only 900. So that is something to know if you kind of have a low amount of money. Instead of opening them 1 by 1, just buy 10. But I'm not getting very lucky here. And okay, there we go. We finally got the Ninja Cameraman. I actually got 2 of them. As you can see, they do very similar amounts of damage. This one is better long term, so I'm going to keep that on. But the Ninja Cameraman, if you are a new player, definitely try to get it. It's pretty common. It does come in the banner a lot. Now, for the better players of the game, the Cameraman HQ is the area you want to farm. If you cannot beat what I'm going to show you guys, stick to the desert. And if you can't beat that, then just do Toilet City. But I'm going to literally do this solo to show you guys that it's very possible. It will be a lot better if you do it with people. And you can see what people have by simply just clicking on their characters. And you can see what units they have on them. A lot of these people have really good units, which is good if you do decide to play with them. But I am gonna do it solo just because like I'm him, bruh. If I lose, that's gonna be very bad. But as you can see, you actually get 400 from this area. No joke, 400 coins. That is 8 times higher than the Toilet City. And if you have the Game Pass, in which it actually lets you get double coins, you're getting around 800 every time. And with boost, it's even more insane. Also, shout out to all you guys in this server. Sorry that I'm not responding. But let's go ahead, start a match. And oh my god, no, people got in my game. Okay, I guess it like crashed. So we're going back over here. Okay, nope. Okay, we just started somehow. And I guess it's me by myself. I don't know what the heck just happened. But here we go. Let's go ahead, start. And as you guys can see, this map is actually very long. And that is actually a really good thing. Because on this map, you can wait for a while. Now, you do want to instantly auto-skip because you need cash to place down your first unit. And whenever you get enough cash, you want to place your cameraman car or your ninja thing right over here. Now, keep in mind, this map does have stun characters, so your characters are going to get stunned if you don't have the ability to prevent that. This is going to actually last us quite a while, so what I'm going to do is place my scientist cameraman around this guy because they will take the critical hits and they will prevent it from getting stunned by future bosses. So I'm going to go ahead and just place down a couple more, one in that corner and one right there. So if there is something that wants to stun my character and is coming down here, it's going to hit this thing first before my laser cameraman. Now, as you can see, the units are kind of getting through, so that means we kind of have to upgrade our defense. And I can now afford another one of these laser cameraman cars. By the way, this map is a lot longer, but it is still very easy. It does go to wave 50, so you should be prepared for a pretty long match. As you can see, I am getting 50 cash from each of these every single time, which is really good because now I can upgrade this one. And it is going to be attacking pretty much 2 times faster because the cooldown literally cut down by half. And once again, boom, more money, and I can almost upgrade the other one. And yeah, as you can see, it gets way better. So the laser cameraman card, definitely a really good character to use. And it's also really easy to get, so just get it, bruh. But as you can see, we're kind of shredding through these lobbies, so I literally just kept my auto skip on. If it does get very deadly and there is like a lot of stuff coming your way, definitely turn it off because you might not be able to handle it and you might die like that. But we can go ahead and upgrade this guy one more time, and now this part is where he starts getting his laser at level 3. This laser is very good because it's doing 500 damage every 0.4 seconds. So it's basically undefeatable, and I can also go ahead and upgrade the other one with it too. And with the spare cash that I do currently have, I'm going to spend it on the scientist cameraman and upgrade it so that I can get more money. I do recommend having one Titan for this map, like at least one of any Titan. Now I have 2 or technically 3 on me, but I am only going to be using 2 of them. You can totally do it with just 1. It's so possible, but I prefer using 2 just because it makes it go faster. Now, this part, I'm going to turn off my auto skip because it is getting a little bit deadly because these boss toilets have plenty of health, which lets kind of everything get through a lot further. But now that I can get another upgrade, it should make it faster. Once again, every 0.2 seconds, we are doing 800 damage. And there we go. We can go ahead and turn back on auto skip. From wave 15 is actually where it gets quite difficult. So you have to be really focused on characters such as the large glasses toilet. Now, if you have the Titan Cinema Man, it will actually not do damage to this guy whatsoever. I don't know why it's that, but I think it's because of the laser. But for some reason, the cameraman cars do it, so I have no idea why this Titan doesn't do damage. But that is a fair warning you need to know. Now, about now is a perfect time to go ahead and start placing down my first Titan, which I'm going to go ahead and place one right there, as well as a Titan's camera right there so it doesn't get stunned. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and upgrade this bad boy because it's going to start using both of his hands to do damage, which means it's basically doing 2 times more damage. And it is very good whenever you get to level 3. You may have noticed that there is now 2 circles on this guy. That is because it has 2 abilities. One being the thing that he is shooting out his hand, and the other thing being his AoE attack. An AoE attack does all the damage that is inside of this little like angle right here. So as you can see, everything that walks in that, it does turn on this thing that's in like the middle of his chest, and it kind of does a lot of damage. And I think every Titan or every Mythic has that, but I could be wrong. Prove me wrong if I am. But there is a lot of boss toilets, so there we go. Let's go and get another upgrade in which he gets one of the speakers behind him. And as you can see, I've already gotten to wave 20 in about 7 minutes, and I think the game does actually go faster the further you go out through. So I would say we would get to wave 50 in around 20 minutes at max. But now there's a lot of units coming our way, so I am going to go ahead and turn off auto skip because it does make the game a little bit laggy whenever they start summoning a ton. But we can upgrade him once again, and boom, there we go. He is now at the max level, doing 4,000 damage every 0.4 seconds. That's like 10,000 damage per second. Now, right here, my characters are starting to get stunned by the things that are coming through. And these guys right here, called the vacuum toilets, when they spin around, they actually take a lot less damage. So keep in mind, if you're not doing a lot of damage to them, that is exactly why. But I do have to max out these guys as well because they do plenty of damage as well. And there we go. We got the first one maxed out. So we're doing 1,400 damage every 0.2 seconds, which 5 times that, it's about 10,000 damage again. It might sound a lot confusing, but whenever you guys copy exactly what I do, you'll be able to easily do it. Since it is getting very slow once again, we can go ahead and just turn back on auto skip, get a lot of bread, and now we can upgrade the laser cameraman to max once again. Soon enough, I am going to start placing down my Titans over here, but it's just not enough time yet. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer until I can place them down. Actually, no. Right now is about the perfect time because I've maxed out this guy already. So whenever we get 2,000, I'm going to place the first one right here. And this is about where you want to place it. You can use another Titan if you want, but this is the one I'm going to use because why not? He's not going to do that much damage at first, and actually on his second upgrade, he starts doing less damage. Or on his third upgrade, my bad. Now, this is because he actually gets the AoE ability, which does the little triangle damage. Now, if I upgrade him, you can see that he is doing damage to everything that walks in this angle. So he's instantly just going to be doing a ton of damage. And whenever you upgrade him again, his damage does start going back up, which is pretty good. And soon enough, I will actually be able to upgrade him. But here we go. We can go ahead and upgrade him once again. And now the rocket toilet is here, which is actually like the first major boss you're going to start fighting, because he can stun your characters as well as he moves pretty fast with a lot of health. But thankfully, the Titan Cinema Man has control over a lot of this health right here. Whenever we actually max this one, we're going to go ahead and place another one of them down. But as you can see, he's doing damage to everything, although normally he would only do one thing. Now, that is, once again, the AoE attack, so it's very good. And you can't set his target too last to where his line doesn't get broken, and he does more AoE damage to all of them, but I really don't think that's needed. But soon enough, we're going to be able to upgrade once again, and just a little bit more cash. There we go. We have gotten one more upgrade on him. He's now doing 3,000 damage every 0.4 seconds plus his AoE. And soon enough, we will be able to get his last upgrade, which is very costly because it costs 15,000. Now, as you notice, he's not actually attacking any of these guys right here. And that is simply because his thing, for some reason, just does not attack them. So what I'm going to do is place down another one of these cameraman cars back here, just in case we need it for future waves. And we are going to go ahead and max him out as well. I don't know how many you can actually place down. Okay, I guess you can place down a lot of these. So yeah, you don't need to place down more than 3, to be honest. But I did just do it just because I don't know, why not? But once again, Camera or Cinema Man coming in very clutch back here. If you actually notice, his cooldown gets cut by half once again whenever I upgrade him. So he basically gets 2 times better again. But there's more of the glassy guys coming through, so he's not going to be doing damage to any of them. And that is why we need to max out one more of these guys just like so that we are quickly killing those guys. Soon enough, we can max them out. Come on, we just need a little bit more cash, to be honest. And then we can officially max them out. And boom, there we go. Now he has 40 radius and a 0.2 cooldown. So he is the best he can possibly be. What I'm going to go ahead and do is place another one of them right here. And another one right behind this wall as soon as I can. Now, he's not actually going to be able to do any damage just yet, but whenever we max out the second one, he will be able to do so. And there we go. This is the setup that you basically need every single round. You have no reason to change it because you can't really make it faster than this, and this is already really fast. And here we go. Let's go ahead and upgrade this bad boy. And 5,000 for the next upgrade. Oh, God. But nothing can get through now because all of the glassy stuff will get killed right here. And anything else that is not glassy will probably get destroyed by the Titan Cinema Man. I will say, though, this rocket toilet guy, he's definitely speeding through really quickly. But he shouldn't be a worry whatsoever because he's instantly getting destroyed once again. And we are almost done, and I think we're actually going to be able to finish it in less than 20 minutes. But here we go, another upgrade that is about to be done, and there we go. Now his range is a lot bigger, so he is getting everything back here. Oh God, they have 2 rocket toilets coming through. Look at how fast they get destroyed, bruh. Honestly, you don't even have to upgrade anything at this point in the game. You could probably just keep on auto skip forever. You know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do. I want to see if we can beat it with auto skip going on the whole rest of the game. And once again, we will be able to upgrade this guy to max just like so. And now he is completely maxed out, but he's not going to do any damage here simply because it's a glass toilet. But as you can see, anything else is getting absolutely shredded and it's so satisfying, bro. Let's go ahead and upgrade this guy back here as well, just in case. Actually, there's no point in doing that, so I might as well go ahead and place my upgraded Titanic or Titan Speaker Man up here and just let him kill these guys quicker so that the game goes a lot faster. Yeah, as you can see, they're not even getting past here anymore. And there we go. He is completely maxed out. You can go ahead and place another one of him if you want to. I don't know why it's not letting me place one, but please, can I place another one? Okay, there we go. And you can max this guy out as well. These guys do attack the glassy things, so they will die here most of the time before he even gets back there. And there we go. Wave 48, bro. We are so close to being finished. There we go. The rocket toilet is dead back there. And one more upgrade on this guy. And we are now at wave 49, which means we only have 2 more waves. You could honestly probably figure out a macro for this as well to where like it just does the game by itself for you. But it might be very hard to do. However, comment down below if you want me to make a video doing that. But there we go. They are all maxed and everything is just getting shredded, bro. This is the last wave and it is the hardest wave because they're giving you like 4 rocket toilets. And there is a UFO toilet, which is literally my worst nightmare in this game. Because he does go invisible, and he is kind of hard to defeat. But nah, I think we got it. And yeah, we should be good. Yeah, there we go. Be careful of that UFO toilet, though, because whenever it goes invisible, you cannot do damage to it. And it can stun your enemies. But there we go. We are done, I think. Wait, are we done? Okay, no, there's a little bit more stuff, I guess. And the boss toilet 3.0 is the last thing that you fight. But to be honest, he is really easy to defeat. He doesn't do much other than stun and have a lot of health. Come on, bro, make the process faster. I don't want to wait for this guy to die. And any second now, he's literally going to instantly die right here. And boom, we are done. There we go. We got an exclusive crate for being the cameraman HQ for the second time, as well as 800 coins. You're normally going to get 400 if you don't have the game pass, but I got 800 since I do. And I do definitely recommend you guys get it if you do plan on getting a lot of coins. But let's go ahead and open them, because why not? We got a scientist cameraman as well as another scientist cameraman. Great. The toilet HQ, though, I will say is a lot harder, but it is very similar to this one. Do you think I'm rich or poor? I don't know, bruh. Is he like quizzing me on this? Well, you clearly have 52 wins, buddy, so I'd assume you're pretty good. Now, the summoning banner is about to change in 20 seconds again, so I do want to show you guys what you can get in that banner as well. But like I was saying, the Toilet HQ is a very hard map, and I recommend doing it with at least one friend that is really good. But once again, it does only give you like 200 more coins, so just stick to the other one, bro. I promise you it's better. There is also an AFK farm area, which you can teleport and get coins by simply being AFK. So if you actually plan on being AFK in the game, you do get 3 coins per minute, which is, I guess, pretty good, but it's not going to be too much. This is something you can do, though, if you simply are going on vacation or something and you just want to leave your game running. But here's the new banner, and this one's actually really good, but only for like the mythic right down here. The upgraded Titan cameraman is actually a very good character, and I definitely recommend you guys do get it if you do plan on doing the Toilet HQ, because it can probably replace your, I think the laser cameraman car right here. But comment down below any of your questions. I will have myself answering some of them, and if you guys see any questions you can answer, go ahead and answer them in the comment section. But watch the video on the screen. It is one of my best videos yet, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace out.